Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'll be doing something similar to my past videos. I'll be doing a brief recap and review with my personal thoughts on Alena Kostornaia, who took home the bronze, and Sofia Samodurova, who was named as one of the 3 Russian ladies going to the European Championships in January next year. I debated making this video because, to be honest, I haven't watched Kostornaia and Samodurova that much, so I'm not really familiar with their skating at all. So I guess this will sort of be my initial and passing thoughts as I watch these programs. I'd also like to reiterate that these are going to be rather brief and overviewy in nature, and I won't be looking into the nitty-gritty or looking at the program component scores. So let's move on to Alena Kostornaia, who took home the bronze medal. Firstly, the distance she gets on her double axel is huge. If you watch, you can clearly see that she covers a lot of ground when she takes that jump. The distance from takeoff and landing is very clear. Her jumps, to me, also don't feel as quote-unquote light as Sherbakova and Trusova, and I actually think that's a good thing. I'm obviously not using technical language here, and I don't call myself an expert, but in my opinion, the younger skaters have this quote-unquote light quality to their jump, and as they mature, their jumps become more solid and they become quote-unquote heavier. In terms of spins, I think that out of the top 3 finishers, I think I like her spins the most. It seems like she has the best speed on her spins. It does look like she had a bit of a stumble in the middle of her program. It's really a shame that she tripped during the step sequence. But on the bright side, I guess a stumble in a step sequence is easier to fix than a fall in a jump. I'm not sure, I'm just trying to be a little positive here. So overall, I think she did really well in her short program. I think it was a solid performance aside from that small hiccup. I feel really bad after seeing her expression at the end of the program. Again, we see her coaches, namely it's Harry, not looking too happy about her performance, and she looks so defeated, which makes me really sad because I do think this was a pretty solid performance. Looking back at the replay, I'm not really sure what happened with her fall. It looks like her toe pick caught the ice and she stumbled, but I'm glad she was able to pop right back up and keep going. So she earned a total of 74.4 points, putting her in 3rd place after the short program. Alright, moving on to the free skate. So she's skating to Romeo and Juliet, a classic choice for skating music. Again, I need to mention it again, that distance she gets on her double axel is crazy, absolutely crazy. It kind of reminds me of Karen Chen's jump. Her second double axel in the program is also huge and solid in terms of distance. Overall, I think her skating and interpretation looks, dare I say, the most mature if we're comparing her to Sherbakova and Trusova. However, I think she still does have a lot of room to grow, and she could still improve on her facials and get more into the music. It seems like her favorite jump is the flip jump. She does it pretty often. Like I mentioned in her short program, I think her spins are really beautiful, and she does feature a variety of positions. She has her change of edge, she has, those level 4s, and her spins are very centered. I'm really glad she looks happier at the end of this program. Even though she doesn't have the quads like her fellow juniors, I still think it's a beautiful program, and not having quads is not a big deal for me because I think skating is more than just about big jumps. It's also about artistry. Seeing her double axel, it makes me wonder if we'll see a triple axel from her in the future, because it looks like she definitely has space to add another revolution. So overall, she earns a total of 152.14 points in the free skate, putting her in third place, and overall she got 226.54 points. Alright, let's transition and talk a little bit about Samodurova. So she is someone who I am not really familiar with at all. I think I've seen like maybe one or two of her programs. So I guess this will be my initial thoughts about her. My first thought is that, okay, I'm really down with this tango music. I really like it. She opens with a solid triple flip, triple toe combination. Nothing too much to comment on that. When I was watching her spins, I feel like they were slower than Kostornaia's spins and sort of on the slower side. I feel like she also moves across the ice slower than the other skaters in this event. I've been watching these performances back to back to back, so I guess I can see, and it's more noticeable to me that she's going slower, or at least it feels that she's going slower. In the middle of her program, she does a nice triple loop, and then she also has a really nice double axel jump. In terms of her spins, it looks like she needs to put in a little more effort in getting the Bielmann up, and in her closing spin, I like the positioning on that sit spin, but then again, it looks like it takes a little bit more effort for her to get her leg fully aloft for that Y spin. She is 16 years old, so I guess a year or two older than her counterparts, but I guess a year or two makes a huge difference in the world of figure skating. I feel like the younger skaters have an easier time getting into those difficult positions, like it looks easier. So because she is a little bit older than the other skaters, I think that comes with another layer of maturity. So her facials at the end really show her expressiveness and interpretation of the music. And believe it or not, she is not coached by Ateri. She's coached by Alexei Mishin and Tatiana Mishina. For the short program, she earned 71.82 points, putting her in 6th place. Alright, so let's move on to her free skate. Firstly, I loved Burlesque the movie, and Cher is an absolute legend, so I'm a little less than impartial when I say I really like her music choice. So she opens her program with a triple flip, triple toe loop combination with hands aloft. There's something about her hand positioning on her jumps that I don't really like, but I feel like I can't place a finger on what exactly it is. It just seems like when she's going into jumps or coming out of her jumps, her hand positions might not be as nice as other skaters. In terms of getting into the music, I feel like she could have done more. I feel like you really have to live up to a music choice like this. She reminds me of Mariah Bell, because I think Mariah really pulls off these kind of sassy programs really well. So I absolutely love that the music switches to Christina Aguilera, because you can't have burlesque without both Cher and Christina. So love that. What really surprised me on her axel triple toe combination was that the height on her triple toe, like, look how much higher her triple toe is compared to her axel. It looks like she missed out on the loop in her combo jump. It looks like she was going to try to go for an axel toe loop combination, but it seems like that last loop didn't happen and she kind of just twirled out of that jump a bit. In this layback spin right here, she's got great speed. Her shoulders are stacked on top of each other during the side layback, so I think it's really textbook. Good spin. At the end of her program, she sort of plays with the music, and there's a little bit of space built into the program, and I really like that, because oftentimes we see skaters going from their ending spin straight to their ending pose with very little in between, so I like that she has a little bit of room to play around. She didn't look too thrilled at the end of her program, but besides that missed loop, I feel like there was nothing blaringly wrong about her program. Overall, though, I still do think the music is a little bit too big for her, and she didn't sell the program to me like 100%. Overall, in this program, she earns 137.95 points, totaling 209.77 points for a solid 6th place. So there you have it. Alena Kostornaia and Sofia Samodurova at the 2019 Russian Figure Skating Championships. Please feel free to leave some comments, thoughts, suggestions down below, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, see ya!